Normally, I don't give a shit about Glastonbury, but the thing is, this one, I was like, this is just absolutely dumb for. This is just absolutely so fucking dumb. Okay, so the thing is, they were, there was this rap punk duo, Bob Vylan and Kneecap, and they led crowds in chants calling for free Palestine, and they were saying and death to the IDF. And basically, I honestly don't see anything wrong with what they said because it's like it's true, and they don't seem, and the ones that are hating on them don't seem to understand, or don't seem to understand and the point they're trying to say that the thing is um, what the Israeli army is doing to the Palestinian people. Obviously, it shouldn't be happening in the first place. Anyway, I'm reading from Al Jazeera. British police have announced that the weekend performances by a rap punk duo, Bob Vylan and the Irish language band Kneecap at the Glastonbury Festival are subject to a criminal investigation after they led crowds in chanting calling for death to the Israeli military and a free Palestine. You know for a fact that they got a phone call from Netanyahu. You know for a fact that they did. It was obvious they did. And the thing is, what I find funny is yeah, of the fact that people want them to be wanted that there's so many fucking idiots out there that want to censor them is like all the fucking what did they say that was actually wrong? I mean, they're not the first ones to make a political statement on the music stage, and they're not going to be the last. It's just that it was just that theirs was obviously genuine, and people don't like the fact that it was a genuine message. I don't see the problem with it. Anyway, police on Monday said the performances at the United Kingdom's largest summer music festival have been recorded as a public order incident. Rapper Bobby Vylan, who until the weekend was relatively unknown, led crowds in chants of Free Palestine and Death to the Israeli military. The BBC said it regretted live streaming the performance and it should have pulled it off the air. Oh yeah, what a what a shock that the BBC fucking bends over. I mean, is it any surprise that the BBC fucking is gonna act like this? I don't think so. Anyway, Prime Minister Keir Starmer and other UK politicians condemned the chants, saying there was no excuse for such appalling hate speech. Starmer added that the BBC must explain how these scenes came to the broadcast. It was live streamed. It was aired live. Uh, oh, duh. Anyway, Ofcom, the broadcasting regulator, said it was very concerned about the BBC live stream and said the broadcaster clearly has questions to answer. Meanwhile, the United States Department of State said it has revoked the visas for Bob Vylan to perform in the US after its hateful tirade of Glastonbury. Look at that. Even the US is fucking. Even the US is bending over and taking a dick up from taking it net and taking it fucking from Netanyahu. Look at this is what I don't get. Why don't they just tell Netanyahu to shut up? I mean, I mean, they can honestly do that. What the hell is Netanyahu gonna actually do to them? Honestly, let's be honest. Foreigners who glorify violence and hatred are not welcome visitors to our country. They're not promoting violence. They weren't glorifying violence. They just wanted to end. They just wanted to end the violence. On what the Israeli army is doing in Palestine. That's all they want. That's not glorifying violence. If anything, I would say that's a peaceful message. Honestly, um, Israelis' genocide assault in Gaza has inflamed tensions around the world, triggering pro-Palestinian protests in many capitals and on college campuses. Israeli and some of its supporters have described the protests as anti-Semitic, while critics um, first of all, that is not anti-Semitic. That you're being a peaceful person. You don't want war. You fucking idiots. While critics say Israel uses such descriptions to silence its opponents, that's absolutely true. While maintaining a crippling siege on the bombarded enclave. Oh, and I just want to say, how do you think the war of Iraq got spearheaded? Think about it. Obviously, the Israeli government would have had a lot to do with it. Um, anyway, Israeli forces have killed at least 56,531 people and wounded 133,642, according to Gaza's Ministry of Health. And Bob Vylan, known for mixing grime and punk rock, tackles a range of issues in its lyrics, including racism, homophobia, and the class divided, and has previously voiced support for Palestinians. Its lead vocalist, who goes by the stage name Bobby Vylan, appeared to refer to the weekend performance in a post on Instagram, writing, "I said what I said." At least the fact that he didn't take it back, and I respect that. He's owning it. Teaching our children to speak up for the change they want and need is the only way that we make this world a better place, he added. There you go, exactly. The duo played Saturday afternoon right before Kneecap, whose set was not live streamed by the BBC but still found a huge online audience via TikTok. It is another band that has drawn controversy previously over its strongly pro-Palestinian stance. Kneecap led a crowd of tens of thousands in chants of Free Palestine at the festival. It also aimed an expletive-laden chant at the Starmer, who has said he didn't think it was appropriate for Kneecap to play Glastonbury after one of its members was charged under the Terrorism Act. Liam, who is known as Liam Ohana, performed under the stage name Malchara, was charged with supporting a proscribed organisation for allegedly waving a flag that they didn't like at a concert in London last year. Israeli has faced a sustained international, basically opposition, let's say, for the conduct of its war in Gaza. Weekly protests draw thousands of people around Europe and across the world in support of Palestinians. Public pressure, in part, seems to prompt the Israeli allies France, Canada, and the UK to issue a sharply worded statement in May calling for Israel to stop its egregious military actions in Gaza and criticising Israel's actions in occupied West Bank. They're only saying that because of the public pressure. That's what it is. Yeah, at least they had the balls to say something on which they believe, and it was obviously about peace. That was obviously what the message then they were putting out, and obviously there was obviously nothing. I don't see obviously anything wrong with it personally, but this is obviously expected to happen. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.